Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here with a little journal share for you guys. I know it's a pretty quick turnaround, but to be fair, I had these on the back burner and I just needed to finish them off, so I did. And we're here. So I have my little collection of Forest Witch journals. They're little soft covers. They're little delightful things. They already went up on Patreon, so I will put whatever is available in the description below if you're interested. Just be aware that on Patreon, the paid members got different prices, and then there'll be different prices here on YouTube. And then again, as per usual, if you buy through me here on YouTube, via my PayPal and stuff, like, you'll get a different price than you will if you wait till it shops in my Etsy shop, at which point it will be way more expensive to cover all of Etsy's fees. But, business out of the way, let's jump into it. So I love these books. There were 4 of them, which I'm very proud of. I love the covers so much, you guys. Just for all the technical details, they're 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 tall. They're little chunky soft covers, if you can see. And they are definitely chunky with lots of texture on all the sides, which is fun. They have this really great, like, flannel-y, fleecy flannel type cover. They all have the same fabric, so it's this really great, like, spider web with leaves and stuff. They're all little different cuts, so they're all going to look slightly different. Some of them will have a spider, some of them won't. But I think they're great. They're fantastic. I love the way that they feel. They're very, like, soft and plushy in your hand, which is nice. And then they all have a different art tile on the front. So these are all resined art tiles, and I absolutely love them. Let me see if I can drop you guys in a little bit lower so you can see the detail here. It's just so pretty. I'm really excited. I really love how these came out. I did these in layers, so I did the background layer, resined that, and then did the embossing, resin that, and then added in the elements, resin that. So it has sort of a, like, a little bit of a depth to it. So it's a little bit dimensional. It's not super dimensional. It's actually very thin. So it doesn't take up a lot of space on the cover, which means it's still going to be very easy to write in. But it does give, like, the image itself a little bit of dimension. Like, the background looks like it's farther back than it actually is and stuff like that. So I love that effect. Let me show you the other ones close up while we're down here. So this is the one for Soul Searching. Just look how pretty that is. It's very shiny. And then we have Invocation. And they all have, like, different leaves in the back, but, like, in the little stamped elements. But then everything else is pretty similar. Just different images. And then we have Cast a Spell. So these ones were inspired mostly by the paper that I used. So there's, like, a foresty, witchy type of paper. I forgot the name of the paper pack. Michael's came out with it a few years ago. I have a couple of stacks of it, so I wanted to use it for that. So I used the paper to drive the inspiration for this. They have sort of a, like, I don't know, little naturical elemental bit, but also very witchy with the colors I chose. They're very jewel colors to go with it. So let's crack one of these open and see what it's about. I put these to the side. I'll do one flip through, like, in depth, and then I will do the other ones a lot faster so you can just sort of see what's in there. They also all have this, like, resined paper clip. So if you can see, I used a lot of these, like, vintagey illustrations. I also used some art, like, actual art illustrations. You'll remember this ephemera. It was actually stuff I did before the Shabby Creep month. I did a bunch of this ephemera and I set it to the side so I can put it together in these books. But I used a lot of, like, women of art to sort of illustrate the witchy elements, and that's sort of the inspiration behind here. Is we have, like, these very, like, typical women and artistic interpretations of women being represented in this case as witches. So that's the thought process back here. So we have this, like, old vintagey picture of this, like, woman who could very well be a witch in her own right. And then I love this cover so much, you guys. I'm so excited with these. So they come with a loose binding to keep it closed because it was just so chunky that I didn't, like, see the reason to attach anything to the covers as, like, a closure, because it's going to expand as you put stuff in here, especially if you put, like, photos and things like that in here. So you need a little extra space. So I kept the binding loose so that you have wiggle room with that, and I don't have to guess how much stuff you're going to add into the book. There's plenty of binding in order to keep it closed. And then the inside I kept plain so that you could journal in here. And then, like I said, I have this great paper. I hope it's all in frame. I might have to back out just a little bit more so you can see everything. We've got like some ruffles here on the edges. And I made these with the idea of them being filled up with writing, so there's lots of writing space for sure. There's also these really great pages of herbs. I looked for herbs that were particularly poisonous because, you know, witchy people work with some baneful herbs or sometimes just dangerous herbs, and they're being knowledgeable and, like, you know, committed to the craft about it. So there is this pocket here that you can journal on the front and the back of. There's some dyed paper in there, and then inside is a large tag. You'll remember these. I made these like big collage style tags in a big like mass make a little bit ago. And then there is some of this like really great I forget what kind of fabric this is. It's scratchy but not scratchy. It feels scratchy if you have like texture things, but it's got like a bunch of gold detailing to it, and then it has like star signs and constellations and like sunburst and stuff like that, so it's really pretty. I thought it looked really great here. I think this is actually the last of it that I have, so I'm sad to see it go, but it looks great here, so I'm excited for that. And then we have this like snippet strip at the end of this page with this little leaf detail here. I believe that I made those with you guys as well. If not, I did that in my brain. And then we have some of the clusters, like these little collage clusters where I used up some of my stickers and made my own stickers on like a sheet of sticker paper that I ended up going back over and cutting out with some die cuts. So I used that to make some stickers that I used in those. And then we have just some more journaling space. This is a dyed coffee filter, and in here is some ephemera just to add to the journal wherever you want, if you wanted to turn this into like a fancier writing space. But just some particularly little witchy bits of ephemera that I thought were fun and matched the theme. And then you can even journal on the coffee filter. So there's, like I said, tons of writing space and like lots of space to add in your own images. There is a charm here. All of the books have one like crow type charm. Either this one with the flower, or there's like one with a moon, I think. I don't remember. We'll see it when I get to there. But we have that. And then there's a bunch of crystal beads added to this too. So there's some hematite. This is the first one. Here in this little tree pattern with this moon fabric. And then we have a little pocket made from one of these like snippet strips that I made to use up some more stickers. And then, like I said, we have a bunch of these like really pretty artistic like art tags. And they're also like back so that they can be journaled on. This one has a little bit of like faux leather on it. And then here is a little like spell recipe card that's been backed here and stitched together. So you can add like the ingredients of your spell and then the directions for it. And then, you know, if you need more writing space on the back, there is a sheet of vellum in here on top of this really pretty dyed paper. And then there is a little moon. This is like from a post-it note, like a sticky note sheet set. So you can actually journal on top of this too. So you could add like a photo and then journal onto the moon. It would be fun to add like, you know, like your spell work here if you want to take like a picture of your altar and then like the moon phase or whatever that you had this all set up on. This really great like vintage botanical illustration. And then we have another charm. This one does not have any crystals. It has a piece of mahogany wood and then just like a shiny glass bead on it for sparkles and some leaf. And then, did I stick 2 pages together? I did stick 2 pages together. I did that a lot when I put these together, and I just keep finding them, so I don't know like what was going on in my brain when I was putting the paper clips on. This one says burn the herbs. I love how these came out. I think they look so cool. And they were just really fun to make. So like I said, more journaling space, and then we have a belly band with some of this like these like naturey storefronts and mushrooms and stuff. I love that. And then there is a little faux, like, well, it's not faux, it's representing the tarot card here. So there's the chariot, and then there is a little journaling space with these really great owls on it, and those just tucked in back here. So it's like a little bit gothic-y, a little bit foresty, definitely witchy. And this is the other side of that envelope. Nope, this is the first time we've encountered this envelope. This is an envelope that's been dyed. You can see there's like little leaf prints on it. I added another cluster here. And I love this little terrarium. It's so pretty. And then on the other side, it's a pocket. And you can definitely journal in here on these. It's very easy to write on. And then we have another tag. And then we have one of these little matchbook notepads that have a little bit of scrappy bits that you can journal on or tear out and use in the book as you want. But it's got like a little bit of the scraps here, and it just tucks in here like a nice, neat little notepad. And I love these. These are so fun to make. I definitely want to make more of those, and I love that I got to use up these stickers for it. Struggling. This is really pretty. We got some more dyed coffee paper. Journaling space. Every book comes with a bookmark, so it'll be directly attached to the little resined paper clip. So there's a little bookmark here. It's got some fibers on the end of it. You could journal on the back if you wanted to, but they're all these like really pretty feathers. And then we have a fluorite bead at the end of this. There's a moon. Full sentences. I don't know. I stumped myself because I was like, why did you say it like it was a question? It's definitely fluorite. I don't know why I said it like that. But here we go. So then we have these little collaged envelopes. I definitely remember doing a video for this, so you can tuck something in here like a cool spell packet or just recipes or something would be fun in there. And then we have a little tag and a little like note paper writing space with this cool like crow skull. And that just tucks in there. You can even stick it right here and then like journal on it, and you know, that would be a thing. That's an idea. And then some more writing space, another little like notepad. I have a lot of these, so it was fun to like pick out the ones that went well with the books and just sort of add that in here. And I love the little like fantasy like mushroom vibes. Then we have these cute little like cottagecore type houses. Some leaf stamping in here. This was another one of those snippet strips, and like they're backed on a paper that you could definitely write on, so if you wanted to write on those too, you definitely could. And then we're reaching the center signature of the book. So this is the complete herbal grimoire for the practicing green witch. That was like one of the main pages in the paper pad, and it's a really pretty page. I think it would be really cool to add some photos up here and stuff and just tie that in there. But it was the inspiration for the book. Got another snippet strip with another one of those leaves. It's actually you're able to tuck something underneath here as well, so you can use it as a tuck spot. And then there is a little tuck spot down here with the other little matchbook notepad and another little sticky note writing paper with our little witchling. I thought that was really cute. And then this one has the owl. So everyone has one of the mushroom ones and then one of the owl ones here. So that's really fun. And like I said, they're just a lot of fun like scraps and cut-offs and stuff that you can use however the heck you want. And that just tucks in there with some more of those little storefronts. And then this is the last of this fabric I have. It has like snakes and skulls and these really pretty flowers and stuff on it. That was hard to let go of, but like it looks so good. I couldn't not put it in. And then we have this second tarot card. So every one of the books has 2 tarot cards. That just tucks in here. And then this is just a little Hermelinda style tag to use up a bit of scrap with some of the leftover strips of stickers, and then a little sticker like post-it note like journaling spot, so you could journal right here and then like add more stuff in here about that, which would be fun. And we got another little ruffle there at the end. Some great scrapbook paper, and then another one of the clusters, which I really love. And these were hard to let go of. These stickers were probably the hardest thing to let go of, but we have to use them, otherwise they just build up. So got a second envelope and another little post-it space. This is open, so you can actually tuck in a large sheet of paper behind here if you want to. And then like you can always journal back there. And I love these little cozy houses. They're so cute. And then there is some more space to add your photos. And you could even journal over here. You could even add like a little bit of gesso or just a little bit of scrap paper and just journal on top of here if you wanted to. But I think it'd be a good like photo spot, especially if you're doing a bunch of herby stuff, like witchy things would be fun, but non-witchy things would also be fun. So there's another sheet of vellum, and then there is this tag that says "Speak the Spells," and then this one has a little pentacle, and then this is just a metal bead that has like, I don't know, a cool knife-ish look to it. So it's giving me like athame vibes. So I thought it went really well with these. I love this skull paper. And then the other side of the coffee filter, and I put this in backwards so you can kind of see it through. But it's this like little witch in front of this mirror with this little like goblin creature coming out of it. And then on the other side is a little tag that you can journal on, and then there is another pocket with a little tiny tag. And then this is just a a backed playing card, so I really like the image on this side with the woman like looking like a skull, so I didn't want to cover that up. It says Witch Market and Amusements on it, and then it's just got a little journaling spot back there that you can journal onto. And it slides in after a fashion on the inside there, and then you have some cool little like leaf details, so you could add like another cool picture or something up there, and then do some journaling here. And like I said, I was mostly focused on writing space, so that's what we got here. Lots of writing space, lots of room to fill this up, even though it's already really chunky, lots of room to fill it up, so I love that. So you can see here one of my little handmade stickers, or my sticker paper that I then cut out with a machine. I didn't cut this out by hand. I wish I had, but I didn't. And then it says documented here. It's got some mushrooms, just to add to that like earthy, witchy vibe. Another one of those cool feathers on the other side of that like large pocket we had. More of that herb paper on this moon paper. And then here we have, this is actually like a bit of bloodstone. But it's a very white piece of bloodstone, so it has a lot of quartz elements in it. And then there's a little broom charm attached to that, but it is bloodstone. And then here we have a tag. We have a little key paperclip with a yellow fluorite and a rainforest jasper bead on it, and a little skull charm. And then this flips open, so there's extra writing space here. And then all of the books have one of these giant like pouches, so you can journal on the back. It's got a little collage on the front. This one says Rituals, with these like Halloween kids, and then it's actually a pocket that you can pop open and add something to. They're all empty so that you can add your own thing in there, but it'd be fun to add something, I don't know, something maybe having to do with one of your rituals in there would be a fun thing to pop in. And then it all just goes back together like that, which is fun. I really love this paper. This paper is really pretty. And then all the books have one large tag at the very back that is attached with one of these like I forget what these are called, a little clippy thing. I forget what it's called. And it has this like hand attachment and a skull. And this one doesn't have a gemstone or anything attached to it, but it does have this really pretty giant leaf on it. And then there are some fun fibers on each of the tags. And then all of them have been embossed with one of my hand carved stamps in this very fun copper color. And then it's got a little quote on there, another one of the leaf stickers, and then the back is like a master board, a collage board of scraps and stuff that you can still journal on, and just a really fun like tag to have at the back. But it is literally the size of the book, so it sits back here where it's nice and comfy. I need to sign these. But yeah, that's what the books look like. So what I will do is stop the video here, and then I will jump over into like music mode and flip through the rest of them so you can see what they look like. But I hope that you guys like this. I really love these books. I'm really happy with how they came out. I'm excited to share them with you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna jump out of here so you can see the rest of them.